Welcome to 512 at the rate of Excel Foundation. Learn personality development classes with SureshBabu. Today, now we are going to discuss about laws of personality development. In the previous class, we discussed a few things. In this session, let us discuss more about those things. The science of yoga claims that it has discovered the laws, and by proper attention to those methods and laws, we also know that a greatest power is lodged in the fine, not the coarse. We see the man, a huge weight. We see his muscles swell and all over his body. We see signs of exertion, and we think muscles are the powerful things. But it is the thin thread-like things, the nerves, which bring the power to the muscles. The moment one of the thread is cut off from reaching the muscles, they are not able to work at all. These tiny nerves bring the power from something still finer, and that again in its turn brings it from something finer, still a thought, and so on. So it is the fine that is really seat of the power. Of course, we can see the movement in the grass, but when fine movements take place, we can't see them. When a grass thing moves, we catch it, and thus we naturally identify movements with things which are grass. But all the power is really in the fine. We don't see any movement in the fine. Perhaps because the movements is so intensive that we cannot perceive it. But if by any science, any investigation, we are helped to get the hold of finer forces, which are causes of the expressions, the expressions itself will be under control. For example, a little bubble coming from the bottom of the lake. We can't see it coming all the time. We can see only when it bursts on the surface. So, we perceive thoughts only after they develop a great deal or they become actions. We constantly complain that we have no control over our thoughts and our actions. But how can we have it? If we can control over the fine movements, we can get hold the thought at the root before it has come thought, before it has become action. Then it would be easy for us to control the whole. Now, if there is a method by which we can analyze, we can investigate, we can understand, and finally grapple with those finer powers, the finer causes, then alone is it possible to have control over our actions, over our thoughts. He who has control his own mind assuredly will have control over every mind. That's why purity and morality have been always object of the religious, and all minds are the same, different parts of one mind. He who knows the lump of clay has known all the clay in the universe. He who knows and controls his own mind knows the secret of every mind and has power over every mind. Now, a good deal of our physical evil we can get rid of. If we have control over fine parts, a good many worries throw off. If we have control over fine movements, a good many failures can be averted. We have control over these finer powers.